Let's go! Sibling rivalry!
One more time.
What are we gonna say, bro? Let's plan something.
For what? It's been working just like. Good morning, good evening, and good night.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Simply because a TV show later, so people won't always see us at the set. That is super smart. I'm very impressed. I got kind of episode. I'm super impressed already.
Thanks. It's giving a game.
No, definitely is giving a game. What's up, people?
Welcome back to Sibling Rivalry, and if it's your first time, welcome. We are very happy to have you here. Where have you been? Living under a rock somewhere?
Nah. Because I feel like beggarly beggars. I found this podcast 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I found this podcast.
That's awesome.
And that's so cool.
It's very dope.
Yeah. And it's kind of a board. So we're having a big debate in terms of live 40, right? Because we always write something on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having a big debate. And we've been wanting to do this for a while. So as we speak right now, we have, as we are recording this podcast,
Yes.
ne? Sina 6,764 subbies, right? On YouTube.
Yeah.
6,764 subscribers. Kaifunde le body, Madlamini.
Thank you for 10K subbies. So we're putting it into the universe. We're putting it into our future, but that by the time this episode is, this number will be true. But stress, thanks for 10K subbies, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. All 10,000 of you are so great. We are so blessed to have you in our lives and on our channel. And may you continue to bless others in the same way that you bless us.
Manifesta.
Ne? Funny, okay, while we are on this topic, I just want to discuss something. And maybe someone somewhere can give us the answers.
Okay.
There are currently 70,000 people on TikTok who follow. Right? Facts. There are currently 6,400 people on Instagram who follow. Now, kuthani ko YouTube ninga abantu malingathi because I already know everyone who's watching this is most probably watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you're definitely subscribed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
And if you're not subscribed, don't be shy. Somewhere here, there's a button. Just click subscribe, nice and quietly. We'll really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But what makes you subscribe? Okay, be honest, Wayne. Do you subscribe to everything that you watch on YouTube?
No, I hardly watch YouTube. This is another thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you do, I went into relationships. I hardly, you don't know, you don't know.
I'm an outlier. Not a sheep, bro. I hardly watch YouTube, firstly.
Yeah.
I think I might have subscribed to like 3 or 4 channels on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
What made you subscribe?
Because I thought that the channel was entertaining and I wanted to watch it again and I didn't want to forget the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what made you do that. Same thing as TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay. So if you found someone on TikTok and then you click through and you like this stuff, the people that you follow on TikTok, do some of them have YouTube accounts?
Sure
you don't know because you don't care. No.
I'm sure they do. Some of them.
Okay.
But I haven't done the conversion.
Please do the conversion.
I am part of the problem. The problem you speak of, I am part of it.
Yeah.
Yes. And
So it's very
such an easy thing
interesting
to do.
because the way I think of it, is I think of it in that sense. Uba, man, ayenzi sense lendo.
Yeah.
How can sibe by 70,000 ku TikTok, sibe by 10,000, 6,000, 4,000, whatever on another thing?
With the numbers that we get with every video.
Correct.
I think now I'm trying to think of like why I don't do it. It's just when you're on TikTok, bro, you're in TikTok. Awufuna uphuma, awufuna subscribe, press the bell. You want to scroll up just to this. Man, okay, haha. Hey, kasibani comments. That's the space you're in.
Download.
Exactly.
Download. You do like me.
Send to your
download
friends.
you download but come the Spanish.
Yes.
Then the end of the videos he fought. I'm just like, I don't even know who I wanted to send this to.
Exactly. So the TikTok space is so different from the YouTube space because the YouTube space almost feels like it's more serious. Like it's like now I'm intentionally doing stuff. On TikTok, you can just be mindless, literally. You don't have to think, you don't have to nothing. You're just like mindlessly going. You need to ponzi, that's it, right? And then when you go on YouTube, it's like, okay, they can do it kangela,
Next team YouTube.
Next YouTube. And the videos are longer.
Missing
Exactly. And the videos are longer. And the intention is there though. But okay.
Yes.
Some followish. That's why I even save videos because I'm like, okay, Andy, when I'm back to Esgondweni, I'm going to go back and follow this person because I really like their stuff. But you know how it is. 2 hours later,
guys,
I really think that's what it is.
I want to make a plea. You understand? Because now, you know what? I see these people who are on YouTube and they're always just like, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Then I realize I'm slowly turning into one of those people.
Yeah.
So what I want to do right now, subscribe. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on my channel. Okay. And I'm going to put it everywhere. Yeah. Just to say, guys, masizameni, man, if you see anything at Tiberenati, just go to YouTube and subscribe at the end.
It's a mind shift. It's a mind shift. That's what it is.
Let's see if we can make the amount of TikTok followers our YouTube subscribers. Let's take that as a personal mission, because before. Come on, Talita Fondin. I feel like I'm in a mood.
I hear you. I just understand the back end of the situation. I just understand how it's such a mind shift to be on those two different those platforms. It's like you have to be somebody else to go on to that.
And then you go there and you don't subscribe and you're like, maybe somebody else.
Exactly.
I am not the one.
Exactly. Because it's not me, bro. But I hear what you're saying. I should be subscribing to a whole lot more because I love a whole lot more content than I subscribe to.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I think let's just try and get Nansika, your subscriber. Your subscribe or his channels because it does really help the channel.
And have you seen how and
it helps us, yes, motivate nathi and yes nceda noko ezinengiso bakhona a little something enzekayo every now and again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a good motivator for the creators.
I didn't know that on YouTube. No. I didn't know that on YouTube you can just give people money.
On what?
On YouTube.
Jan.
Like there's
send Iwa.
Yeah, basically like there's a button that you can press. Uti inani ndinika noba imali.
Yikho lonto leyo.
Oh, okay.
Cha kuzokusendela imali. Sibone.
And people from YouTube, from TikTok are so proud of themselves when they leave the TikTok and go and subscribe on YouTube because it's a mind shift. When they go and subscribe on YouTube, have you seen? They're like, I came here from TikTok. It's like,
correct.
They pull me out of like the TikTok prison, and I actually made it to come here.
I'd love to, but I think you've also explained it very well. In terms of but yeah, in everything, when all is said and done, guys, thank you. And please continue to subscribe.
We definitely appreciate the ones who have made.
Yeah, for sure.
What is this button that says here? Thanks.
I don't know. Click it, bro.
Buy a super thanks which directly supports sibling thrivalry. And you can put 14 rand, 35 rand, 70 rand.
Hi, my bros. We just want to see Biaspana.
Yes, and it says buy and send. You press. And then
14 rand.
Super thanks on sibling thrivalry.
Then we can do some really cool stuff. Also, and I think there's one person that I follow on YouTube who always says, the more you guys subscribe, that it motivates us, yes, but then obviously then the ads pay, etc., etc., and then we can bring you more super cool stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what it is.
Stuff. Yeah, you can do
because everything costs money, indeed. So if you do that, we can do super cool stuff, and we want to do some super cool stuff.
Yeah, of course, we will.
Like what?
Bananas and peaches.
Yeah, so we're also working on some super cool stuff. Guys, tell us, would you guys come?
Yes.
Yo, and manifesting namhlanje.
Go.
Would you guys come to a siblings live? Live. So, you picture this in your mind's eye, and you you go on a whatever random day, go somewhere, and then we're there talking like we're talking right now. Because I've seen a couple of people just be like, "Oh, I wish dingahlala up behind the scenes and watch and da 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 da." Would you guys pay money to come there?
Yeah. Would you guys come to watch us do a show just like this, but we're interacting with you guys as an audience live?
Correct, yes. So you are there as the audience, and we're either talking, but we want to make it obviously a little bit more interactive,
Of
right?
course.
And then you guys come, and then we there and we chat, and then it's good times and vibes and food, and have a bit of a tipple, those that do. And we have that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Would you come to something like an event?
Yeah.
Would you come?
A siblings event where the conversation is with you in the room and you can partake in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Subscribe if you like the idea. Unsubscribe if... No, I'm joking. Yeah, but just let us know in the comments what you guys think of that.
Usakhona lapho, put a thumbs down.
You say, join you. I'm an abangan bag.
Why would you watch something and then give it a boo? Why don't you just move on? That is hilarious to me.
That is crazy. That is crazy. But yeah.
Okay,
anyways.
manifest a boss.
Yeah. Don't stop me now because I can manifest and the cows come home.
All right, cool. So, are we gonna get into the tossiness of it all?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have something?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you can.
Yo, phone nini mna ungolehlano namhlanje. Yeah, ndabe nqonma ekseni indlela imini yami ibinzima ngayo. Ngoma nishoda ngesimehlana. Indoni? It's a word.
Isimehlana sandoni.
Oh, phone isimehlana cha.
Okay. Isimehlana in English is a tot. What is it called again? A small something. A small glass of... What is the official name for that thing?
Nip.
Nip, my name, man. Because in nip, I'm thinking of it as a Xhosa word. I need a nip of something. Not too big.
Not too small.
God, not too small. Just right. Am I right? Am I right or am I
Spot
right?
on, brother.
Yeah.
Spot on, brother.
Smash on. I can't believe you.
Do I have another one? I don't know if I have another one.
I do. I have got one. So, let me just find it.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you're doing sentences, let's do this. So, I went to a restaurant. And the restaurant had a unisex bathroom. And then I went into the bathroom. But when I to the bathroom store, but when I came out, I listened. In the bathroom.
Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one.
Thanks.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Thanks. It's the first time you've... Okay. I'm getting better, I guess.
Cornered me. Put me into a corner. No. Because uyakwazi uvingcela umnwe wakho in a car door. So but ayikokuvingcela kutshixisela. Kutshixisela. Bo. No. Uvingcela. Lo muntu wandivingcela. Yay. I don't know. I always go back to like abelungu bayavingcela. Which is such a dumb thing. Which is such a stupid thing. But I don't know, bro. It depends on the situation. Vingcela.
She closed me in. This is the thing about it, Xhosa. You can't. This is literally what it means.
Actually.
Yes.
What are we doing then for the past couple of weeks?
We're just proving the fact that because there's no satisfactory word that this is how I felt about it. Because I was like, hand wash, that's so lame.
Yeah.
But like there's no satisfactory word. Because English can be lame a lot of the time. She closed me into the bathroom. Okay, well, you guys let us know about Socializing English, about ukuvingcela. What is it in English? And please make it satisfactory. And don't say closed in, because that's what I said. So say something else.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Very
That's my
much.
word.
Okay.
And I'm sticking to it.
And I don't have another word again now.
That's fine. You had a question for me earlier on.
Hey, guys. In as much as the brain is a complex thing, there's just some things that I like to try and understand. Aba bantu ba sebenzisa ukapiteka. That's my question.
What do you mean it's a bank? It's like asking why do people use banks?
Sure. Ukhule une bank account ne uye wane bank account sharp facts akho stress sharp then wane bank account then wasebenza waphangela no problem yami is that akekho umntu endimaziyo salary yakhe ngena kapiteka akekho.
Just maybe you don't know the information. You might know those people, you just don't have that information about them.
Of the people that I know, akekho.
Do you know where all your friends' salaries go to?
Yes.
Why do you know that information?
Because that's the account that we use to transact.
Okay, so what is your question, actually?
My question is, no lens about umndabene account Capitec.
It's cheaper.
You can't, it's cheaper. Than what?
Then ezinye. Your bank charges are cheaper.
Okay, ungayisipa salary yakho.
Actually.
Ungayisipa.
Because I'm not admin, you're HR. Or you can about HR, so you skip all the months because you know how HR is. Just like, not that I do. I don't know anything about HR. But for me, it's giving. You're gonna go to them. Let's say today, right? And like it's the 9th. You're gonna go to them and say, guys, I've changed my bank account details. Okay, now my salary go into here. But okay. Then the end of the month comes and then they don't put your salary into that account. They say, no, I have to wait 35 days or something dumb like that. So you don't understand a chance of missing out on your salary.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's one thing.
I feel like
what do you have against Capitec?
No, because I just don't understand it. Because kuhleli nje kuyapost balance of 3 rand, no 8 rand. And it's just like, and also like, is there nyafundiswa of my account. But umuntu ufuna account number ne? Ungaze uyibhale ngamanani 40 cards sana umthumelele. Because i-account number yakho bhaliwe phakathi. Yeah, abantu bonqenayo wakuse, especially umuntu ozathi akanayo inumber kaCapitec.
I think it's an admin thing, honestly, because you're not just gonna move your salary. Now you have to move your debit orders like your own kingdom must move.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's admin. That's a lot of admin. You're just like, bro, let's just keep it this way. And the transact and city. I really think it's an admin thing.
Okay.
Do you know how many things you'd how many people you have to contact, how many institutions you'd have to contact?
What do you mean, guys? Ngitsala nina.
Hey, kunzima fonini.
Nakuxelela nongoma 11 into ezitsalayo kum.
Zininzi. So now you must go to 11 people and say, guys, please change me. It's just admin.
Okay.
Fonini, we were just talking about how difficult it is to get out of TikTok into YouTube. Now
It's changed my whole life.
Now it's changed my whole life.
So it's not because Nicimba nibonwa.
Asibonwa ngubani?
SARS.
Oh, is that what this is about?
No. I'm just asking.
No, SARS is the last thing on my mind.
Okay. So
No, I don't have that problem. I mean, I do have a Capitec account personally. And what do I use it for? Oh, so what goes off on my Capitec account is my Netflix and my Showmax.
Okay.
And I think that's it, eh?
And then do you use it? Bolek mali. Usebenza Capitec. Kanye uboleka imali uboleka umuntu imali.
I don't know.
I'm not into ukusendela imali. Unganike iphi account? Anike.
I'll give you my. It depends.
Your other account. You give me your other account.
Mhlawumbi niku-minus pha ku-main account yami.
Your voice yasondela ke ivuthwa. Ivuthwa. Iye ivuthwa.
That's another thing. Sometimes you minus. And you just need something with a positive. No matter you 275 ekoyo.
My account the positive. So it's a confidence booster.
Yes. So if someone is sending me money, ingazungena into a dark hole of minuses. Ingene kwindawo yoba izobonakala ba okay undisendele 1,000 rand nansi 1,000 rand nyani ayingenanga ku minus 84
because I shot. I can't even think I delay.
There's a friend of mine I sent money to the other day, bro. And in my account recipient yemali zam.
Yeah.
Daifaka. That we fumani mali, what you know, and you fumenang. What we forget, that you. Oh no, you don't.
Oh, can't we forget?
Yeah, exactly. So,
oh my gosh.
Daifaka ku minus. Yeah, fika ke. Yeah, enough.
Yeah. Man, we're fighting also, for our lives.
You can't keep your money in the same place.
La, la. Okay, sure.
You have to ezinye izinto ufake phansi kwebhedi enye uyifake ebhankini uyabona. So that's like, you can't keep all your money in the same place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no facts. I know, that's fine. I'm not been fun about what's the. I found myself now, I'm feel under pressure, man. And I didn't know why. I did not know why.
Now knowing the reasons.
Oh, man. Okay. That.
Do you only have one bank account?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, I got my reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, man.
Yeah, it's the diversification. Diversify.
Diversifying, my friend.
Yeah, that's just that for me. This was just like a very interesting phenomenon, but out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden, like everyone, like, it's like probably 3 out of 5 people. Yeah. I'm sure 3 out of 5, 3 out of 6 people
have a Capitec account. Is it Capitec that you have the issue with, or is it just having another bank account?
No, it's why Capitec?
Because it's cheap.
Like, what do they do right?
They're cheaper than other bank accounts. Yeah,
okay.
That's what they did right. It's for the man on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's for the everyday people.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Anyways, no. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that response. It's fine.
Pick it.
Hey, I know you so son.
So the other day you asked me if abantu bekuhleba kantoni.
Inoba bathini abantu xa bekuhleba.
Bathi la parayina ene Capitec.
Yeah. No, I think ezam is obvious.
What?
Kaloku.
What?
Lawo thi ngxolayo. Khona lawo thi ngxolayo.
Yeah.
You're asking me now to diss myself.
No, I'm just...
No, ask me what's my favorite nickname that people call me.
No.
Ask me that.
Why?
Athi la awuthi inembandla.
I mean, akuhleba umuntu like awumhleba umuntu xa unembandla. Unayo nje.
Kaloku xa bekuhleba bathini? Bathi hala awuthi hayi khona namjithi nembandla. Namjithi nembandla man. Thetha lo way. Xa uthina ngabani esimazi, uthina ngabani kudala. No, namjithi nembandla ngxolayo.
So ucimba uyangxola wena?
No.
Awucimba uyangxola?
No.
So abantu bayakusukela.
I think lively. Nyabanga. If mistake yam unganyabi. You understand?
And people mistake that for noise.
Yes. Yeah. People do that a lot. Just like they mistake me for an extrovert. Because I'm loud. Because they say I'm loud. They mistake me as an extrovert, which I'm not.
I mean, I beg to differ on that, but we've had this conversation. So do you think then that, do you know some loud people?
Yeah. I actually recently was sitting somewhere. I like, that's Bolas and Chilo. Yeah. That you are son. That is no.
We are babes.
No. Yay! And then, I don't want to lie though. Later on that night, I was just like, is this how people feel when they're around me? But also, I was just like, no ways. There's no ways. There's no ways.
And you didn't maybe like ask anyone around you about you, do you think?
Dear, observe the chongil. Yeah, how about? Hey, no, I'm killing ne? Like all the time, good day, and decide I'm having a conversation with myself. But, hey, man, I don't go to the night. I can't face or something. No longer, but condense the guy.
Yeah, nothing's off. Everyone's fine.
That's on that. Das bona nami sen pulugiwe. That no, hey. And it wasn't, I think enambeko la nto ndiyenzileyo, and it wasn't khali imbizele ecaleni. Literally,
it was just too much.
I was just like, this is not real.
And then how was that received?
Oh yeah, you got command.
I
know I'm not passion. Facts.
Oh, yes, no.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, wow.
So yes, that's self-aware, yeah.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
So abantu bayakusukela wena xa besithi uyangxola.
You know what? It's just that you get you get socialized. Knowing like out later. You get socialized. You get socialized into thinking certain things about yourself. Sometimes those things are not true.
Oh.
I've gotten socialized into thinking about it.
Oh, okay. But everyone's like...
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like then.
Oh, excited. Feeling so passionate. Uyangxola, dog.
Okay.
But like, not that it's a bad thing, but like, it's a thing that you are capable of.
So,
I'm just saying, it's just maybe one of those things you just need to accept about yourself and not think of it as a negative thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell us about yourself. I don't know. Interesting. That's very interesting because that's one of the things that I don't believe about myself that people Stay
saying,
right.
saying, yeah.
Another thing that I don't believe of myself is that I'm an extrovert. But people stay saying it. What else? I don't know what other things. If you can think of anything about yourself, is there anything about you?
Not that I don't believe, no.
Or maybe just like in terms of how people describe you to be. And then when I describe
No?
I actually don't know.
Out the shop.
You know what I mean? Is there wisdom into taking that into account?
I don't know.
When you're thinking of yourself, depending on whether that's a positive or a negative
I don't
thing.
know how helpful it is to believe or not believe. Do you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
How, like, would it be helpful for you to believe that we are ngola? Oh, sorry. Would it be helpful? Okay. Intsini uyayihleka. Ayintsini into yaziyo.
Yeah.
And you know that about yourself.
Yes.
And accept it.
Exactly,
right?
Yeah.
So is it helpful or not helpful? It's neither here nor there.
Yeah, correct. But then there's other things. So take it now to other things. Clever. You're so smart. You're so funny. Ne? Yeah, now you're so funny. You're smart. You're when you are on whatever, on stage or whatever, doing whatever, present a span or whatever, you do it so well. You're so confident. Things like that. That we don't feel or we don't think of ourselves and have other people thinking those things.
Yeah.
Then does it become helpful?
Yeah. Yes.
It's something that I've come into thinking and kind of zooming in and focusing on those kinds of things. Like, for example, the extrovert thing. The extrovert thing, from time to time. But extrovert,
Yeah.
I jump in nerves. So I use that. And I have this like kind of philosophy that says, don't only believe the things that you perceive as bad that people say about you.
Yes.
Also believe
the
good,
good
things with the same spirit and the same heart.
Yeah.
No, obviously, India is nice again. Not banu, umbi or whatever, but easy in those oba. Actually, unje.
Yeah.
You really, you're so smart.
Believe that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe that too.
Yeah. It's the same thing with like if you put something up anyway, a video or whatever, and people make 100 positive comments.
Yes.
And then that one negative comment is the one that derails you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's exactly the same.
And you forget about the 100 people who said, "Oh, that's so dope."
Yes.
And you just remember the one guy who went big, get off the stage.
Exactly. You remember the one person who I support content.
Yeah. And that upsets you. And like
it was perfect. Yeah. Completely off the rails. End yako.
Yeah.
Whereas wongumdu uya ignoma londo leyo or abanye batule, it's fine. But and if you really sit and look at it critically, you'll find that for every, I don't know where I'm getting the stat, for every 10 positive comments, there's one negative comment, and that one negative comment yak derail.
Yeah.
And should it derail you?
No, it definitely shouldn't. And the person who's put up the negative comment is doing it to derail you, and it works.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
No, come on. Do you think
they're not doing it to derail you? Kabanye kabanye they just want to. Misery loves company. Oh, I guess that's to derail you, right? But itelasi abanye.
Yeah.
Abanye bafuna ukukhupha nje emudini.
Exactly. Isn't that derailing you?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it really is. Okay. And you're allowing it to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's something to really be
aware of.
Yeah.
There's so much positive things that people say about you, that say to you.
Yeah.
And it makes zero sense to then hone in on the one negative thing.
Yeah. Let's try to not hold on to the negatives. By all means. Because nyani ke ziyasiblockela izinto that are supposed to be coming our way.
Hundreds. I'm glad you figured that out by
So
yourself.
what are you gonna start believing that people say about you?
I believe good stuff. I believe all the good stuff. that
Really?
people say about me.
Like
Yeah.
what?
I gotta,
Oh, kufihlile. Yeah, what's that gonna do for you, mate?
What?
That you got a beautiful smile.
It makes me feel good about myself.
Okay. Okay. And then you feel good. You
Do good.
okay, what else? Tell me.
What positive things you say about me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
but I
I'm-
was cool, but if I were to ask you
Oh,
what
that I'm
negative
pretty.
thing.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ndimhle ukufa.
Okay. Masizami character traits.
People say I'm friendly.
Okay.
People say that I'm good at like talking to strangers. Like I can make people feel comfortable very
Okay.
quickly.
Yeah.
I do believe that about
Okay.
myself because I know it's true.
Okay.
I don't know about the negative ones, and yes, I don't. I really don't.
Oh,
hold on
really?
to- No.
That's
Also,
nice.
I'm in the spotlight for so long. If I hopped on the negative stuff that people say
Yeah,
about
I
me,
will-
I'll be crazy. So I think it's something that I've learned to do. It's obviously not something that I started off just doing. But andizikhumbuli into is negative.
Like abantu xa besithi yeah, acting yakho weak kula show.
That doesn't happen often.
Jayam.
If
Izinja madoda.
Also, turn off your TV. Right?
Facts.
If we're weak,
Facts.
bukela.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a thick skin that has had to appear because of, my job.
Yes.
And because I'm always
Yeah,
being looked at, yeah.
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 Cloak
So
of
for
some
me,
sort.
it's different, I think. But for you, as somebody who hasn't been in the spotlight
It's a
for
normal
long,
person, Jack on the street.
Yeah, it might be different.
And I think it is miles different. And I think we see it differently. Because as you say, Wena, it's easy for you to say, oh, well, this is not my life. It's my life. Yeah, but I think definitely something to be looked into there in terms of just like believe the good stuff too. That I think for me is the big thing.
Yeah. I think maybe one of the good stuff that I sometimes struggle with is people have said often that it's Xhosa sami simnandi, and I'm like, there's no way. Come on. But sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe simnandi. But a lot of the time I'm like, no ways, bro. Like, I've heard them.
Yeah, Simnandia then is stuff.
Yeah, 100%. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. It's neither here nor there, but also I think it does have a certain role that it plays towards something. Where you'll just be like, oh, okay, Simnandi, okay, cool. Then you'll maybe, if you are a bit shy about it, you start speaking it more. And then you get better at it. Smamnandi whiz. So I think it's a combination of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting. I think for me, the takeaway is believe the positive stuff that you hear about yourself.
100%.
Even if you don't think so, even if you don't, there's nothing that anyone owes you that to give you a compliment or to tell you something positive about yourself. There's nothing that they're going to get. Use that, take it, latch onto it, and rock it.
Yeah.
Yabo?
Love it for you, can know.
Okay, ke booty. Okay, ke sisi.
And you're making a joyful noise unto the Lord. Junior. Not like yangola. No. A joyful noise.
Come on.
Don't forget.
Love each other.